going live, and we're live.
And we're
there
live.
we go.
Just
And,
like that.
What is this?
Do you have any friends?
No. Okay. You can insert ads, delay ads. All right, whatever. I don't care. All right, we are live. Oh, look, there's five.
We got
Did
five
anybody?
friends.
Well,
We got
looks
five
like
friends.
it.
Nice.
Oops. Somebody typed something in the thingy just to let us know if that's working, and if it is, then ask us some questions. Obviously,
Is that how this works?
that's how this works. Oh, look at that! Hey guys, it's working. Oh, there's Sheldon. Sheldon's in Saskatchewan. He's a patron of the show.
Oh.
Gene Hassel. Oh, Hasenbuehler. Right on. Hello, Gene. Oh, you guys, look at all the people that are already here. Bigfoots and Mopars.
We're just chilling. We're just hanging out.
Yeah. So what happened is we got called away to an emergency car purchase and
Car pickup.
car pickup. Yeah,
Right.
Ashley bought a car a few weeks ago, and it was just sitting there. And then today he got a note saying you have to move your car. So
Like today.
So he picked me up and we went and picked up the car. And all that meant was that I didn't have time to make a quick video today. And I thought we would just hang out with you guys and answer any questions you had. And we still have to go unload it all. So we've only got an hour or two, but I couldn't really think of a kind of a bullshit video that I could make in 5 minutes or less. So I thought, let's just hang out and see who all's here. Look at all the people. Thank you guys
You got
so
a lot
much.
of friends,
There's 100 people already. That's good. There's Keith. Keith, Saturday morning. Let me know.
Putting them together.
Yeah,
Right?
but, let me know if you want to join us Saturday, Keith, for picking up more cars. And you can text me or whatever. We don't have to do that here, but. I believe I had messaged you last week about that, so that'd be cool. There's Richard, RWB. It is a surprise to me too, Richard. I wasn't really planning this today, but I can think of worse things to happen. Oh, Robert DL is asking, what color are we going to paint the Impala? I'm going to paint it the original blue with a white top and a white insert on the side, and all the jams and everything will be the original blue. And then we're probably going to have some fun on top of that. So that's basically, it'll be the original colors, and then we'll probably have some fun after it's painted original. Yeah. Oh, there's Clayton Patterson. Mr. Model T says, Ashley buying another car. Shocker. Yes. Ashley hiding another car from his wife in my yard is what we should actually say. Yeah.
Some of the truth to that.
Possibly hiding another car from his missus. So, AJP75 says we got their patches in the mail. Oh, that's awesome! Thank you guys so much for buying them. Bun is madly shipping away today. She's managing all of that stuff really well. And anybody order a shirt, they're getting printed in the next week or so, and then of course we ship them out. They're kind of printed to order. I think we've mentioned that before. So I know sometimes you order a shirt and then the next day it's in the mail, but here we have to avoid massive amounts of inventory in the house. We have to kind of print them to order, but we do ship them from here. So Ecto Freak asked, how's Lady Frankers doing? Why don't you come over here, Frankers?
Hey, Miss Frankers.
Can you come and say hello? Come over and see boring old dad.
What?
She's not having it. Come here.
What? Go see Dad.
Nah, she's not.
Go see Dad.
She doesn't want to come see me. Anyway, I'm giving her pets right now from you guys. Thank you.
She's lovely.
She's doing lovely today. She's a little bit bored because Dad was gone all day. And so now she's bored because Dad's home. Either way, she's bored. And hey, look, there's Dave Carter. Hey, Dave, how's it going, buddy? And oh, what kind of car did you get? Oh, that's all very top secret.
We're not saying. We sort of leaked it.
Yeah, we kind of leaked it. The one that Ashley got, the car that I've purchased. I use the word purchased loosely. The car that I've ended up with is actually a donation. Oh, there's Junks Automotive too. Cheers, guys. that will be coming. Well, we're going to pick that up tomorrow. Today we went and picked this up, or no, Saturday I'm picking up the other car, so it won't be in tomorrow's video. You guys aren't going to like it, so don't get excited. It's more, I'll give you a hint. It's French. But Ashley bought a proper American car. And so we've been strategizing how to put this together on the way home. And so that's coming up very soon. Mr. Wharf, hey, wow, Mr. Wharf 63. I think he's been watching this nonsense for probably 15 years. Asking how Laura's car is coming along. I haven't seen it this week. Stephen is working on it at his garage, and I dropped off a bunch of painted parts, so I think that the e-brake can go back together, and a bunch of suspension and braking is going in it. And then I hope very soon the engine goes in, and then it comes back to me to put the body together. So that's kind of what we're hoping. Bill likes the painting of the Renault on the wall. Isn't that cool? Or right there. That's from our buddy Elton. That's me and Frankers in the Renault. I love it too. Yeah. And Phil Dodge Fury out from West Australia. Phil's also a patron of the show. Cheers, Phil. Been working on the 318 for a Canadian Plodge. Oversized pistons are made in Canada. Well, I'll be damned. That's cool. Neat to know that so many Canadian cars went to Australia. And Laura's Barn Dominium. I just visited Laura's cabin project, and we'll have a video of that on Saturday. I'm sad that the roof wasn't finished yet, so the building is still all tarped up, so I didn't really get any glam shots of it. But I think she said that the people doing the roof were going to be there right away, and they were doing the roof very soon. As soon as the roof's on, it'll actually start looking like something. But stairs are done. There's a stove in there now, and there's a front porch with a proper roof over it, and it's going to look really, really beautiful. So Peter says, I bet the new car is an Omega. No, I did not win. I did not win the Omega yet. Yeah. So the Omega Seville. Yeah. I can't believe he's giving it away.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah. After all those minutes of careful work, it's going away. Volktail says you'd like to see one of the agents get a Corvair at some point. Yes, we've come very close multiple times. David Nance says he's in Alabama and just got a 1950 DeSoto Sportsman hardtop. Wow, I'm very jealous. You can just send that right up here, David. That would be an absolutely beautiful car. Is it the one with the wood? The last one with a little bit of wood trim on the body? If it is, that is a fantastic car. So, yes. I did not get a 50 DeSoto Sportsman. I did not get anything even close to that cool. Clayton asks, why no brass car? Why don't you trade your French cars for a brass car? Because I do not have enough French cars to get a decent brass car. I would have to trade all of my cars, I think, to get a brass car. What did we just see? Our friend John is in, where is he, in Monaco?
Yeah.
Is it the race weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or last weekend or this weekend?
My friend John is at Monaco for the historics or the Grand Prix, and he just sent me a video of like just row after row of Bugattis and stuff going by. So yeah,
crazy.
That's not happening here. We are not at Monaco. So Gene asks, how's the Roadster coming? Coming along quite well. We'll have lots of video of that coming up on the weekend here. I've been going at it pretty good. Are we going to tell us what Ashley bought? Do you have a picture of it?
I can go take one.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want me to go take one?
Yeah, go get a really flattering picture of it. Yeah. I don't think I have a picture of it, do I? No.
Nothing worth showing.
No? Okay.
Here, I'll go take one.
Yeah, okay. He'll be right back. He's looking for an excuse to get out of here.
Fine.
We'll get a picture for you guys. I think we did hint at it because he bought that 72 Torino. When did he buy that? Last fall, and of course it's pretty poor. So we've been looking for a better donor car. So I mean, we use the word better pretty loosely, but it is better. It's not, that doesn't mean good, but it's better. Of course, just about anything is better than what he bought last time. So Nathan asked if we're going to have more Buick content. Yes, I'd love to. If it would stop raining for 5 minutes. This has been the worst summer. It has just rained nonstop. The mosquitoes are horrible. Everything is wet. It's cold. It's rainy. The Buick is outside, and I'm kind of waiting for a nice day so I can get some work done on that. So we're going to, as soon as the weather permits. Something on my nose. Anyway, so yes, before too long. Hamilton Mechanical, still recovering from a stroke, hoping to get back my LS400. That's a beautiful car. Oh, no. Well, take it easy, buddy. Take your time. It'll be fine. And all best wishes from all of us here, of course. And sorry, I'm just trying. I just laughed because I'm already behind here. Put some lights in the Simca. Yes, we'll have a Simca update on the weekend too, you guys. I know you're just dying. Simca, just all I hear in all the comments. No, I'm just kidding. But we will have. I spent a few minutes on the Simca with Tom and Bun and my neighbor Mel yesterday. So actually, that was kind of fun. So I hope you guys are all looking forward. Gene asked what color and number is going on the Roadster. Well, there will be a number, and it will be the number 5. I won't tell you what color yet because it has to be some surprises, but it is a color. Yeah. Did Ash also buy a moped? No, I can't get him to buy one. Here we go. Did you get a picture there?
So what do I do?
Oh, just hold it up. There she is. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a great photo too. There we go. Yes, you guys, it is a metallic green 72 Grand Torino. Motor not included.
Motor not included, but an original 429 car.
Was originally a 429 car, so that is actually pretty cool.
Is it rusty, Scott?
It's less rusty than the other one, so there is that.
There is that.
Somebody Ecto Freak asked, I know you have a 57.8 Plymouth already. Would you ever get a 57 or 8 Fury to match your? Excuse me. Yeah, the trouble with 57 and 8 Furies is they were made in very tiny numbers, whereas 59 and 60 they were kind of mass produced. So if I'm going to get a 57 or 8. There'll probably be Belvederes, and I do have, I've got enough pieces to make a 57 and an 8 Belvederes. Fury, if one came along that I could afford, it would probably be very horrible condition. Yeah, I mean, I would do whatever I had to if I had the chance to get a 57 or 8 Fury. I just don't think that that's going to happen, and really, I'd be happy with a Belvedere because it's essentially the same car. Other than the gold trim, they're the same car. So I'm not too worried about it. Sorry, guys, trying to keep up with the old comments here.
It's a little overwhelming. Hey,
well, it does go pretty fast. Yeah, it goes pretty fast. So Rum Runner asked if I ever seen Morris Minors up here. Actually, Colin had a beautiful 1951 Morris Minor many years ago. And he ended up selling it to me, and then I ended up selling it to an English car fellow. And I think the car is still around. It was one of the ones with the headlights down low. What do they call a low light model? It was a very early Morris Minor, probably one of the oldest in the country. But I just didn't get to it, and so it went away. But it went to a good home. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's Kyle. We were just talking about how dare you give away the Omega Seville. Oh, there's Bun. Do you want to come say hello, Bun? Oh, she actually is. She never does. You have to stick your head in front of the camera and say, hi. That's all you get, you guys.
Hi.
There, she's gone. And she's out of here. That's all right. There's more than we got on a Franker's. Franker's is
true.
hiding in her
That's
chair now. She's not even going to come over. When are you going to have mail call? Oh, we should do it pretty soon. It's hard to get everybody over at the same time. So we will be doing that soon. We have a lot of really fun mail. I do have a lot put aside. There's Stan Hork is in Winnipeg. And British Racing Green on the Roadster. Well, I actually have a color picked. I picked it many years ago. And the reason, well, it doesn't really matter. But yes, I do have a color picked out, and I have trim color picked out, and I have pinstripe color picked out, and I got pretty much everything picked out. And the car, yes, it will have a name. Gnostic asked, does the Trino have floors? Yes, mostly floors. It's definitely better than the other Trino, which has no floors. And Tony asked about Dean. Did he have a blocked artery? Yes. We'll hopefully get to catch up with Dean this weekend. He's very busy with rehab, and I don't mean drug rehab. I mean like heart rehab. And he's still working, and he's got that and Dean things. So hopefully we catch up with him on Saturday. So he'll be in next week's video with us retrieving more heaps. That's the only way I can really seem to get Dean's attention is like, Dean, we bought more junk. And he's like, yay. So Mike said Grand Torino in green. That's exactly it. It's a 429 Torino in the same color as the one from the movie. So good starting point. You saw from the picture there that it's been painted by somebody who was pretty close to blind. So the paint on it is not very good. But the jams and stuff they didn't do, and they're still the original correct. Right?
Yeah.
That is a really nice green. Yeah.
And what's nice in Canada is the cars in our registry system. So really all we got to do is put it together and put a plate on it.
All we have to do.
Drive it.
Yeah, let's put it together. So yes, this will be the ultimate challenge for Ashley. Can he make a beater? And I'm betting no. So
there'll be some beater aspects.
There will be some. Yeah, we can't. We don't want to make it so nice that it isn't fun to drive it every day. So, there's David Axe, who's been a patron of the show ever since that was something you could do. Hi, David. David has sent us so many models and so many books that he's written and stuff. Dave is a proper enthusiast. There was a car parade Sunday at Put-in Bay, Ohio. So there was a Model T Roadster, 3 black and white vintage police cars. Very nice. Yeah, there's supposed to be a parade or show here this Saturday, and I'm going to miss it because I'm going and getting more junk. Tim asked if I miss my beard. No, but I think Bun does. So I might have to grow it back. She giggled. Did you guys hear that? She's giggling again. Did Ash finish the Boogie Van interior?
It's pretty close.
Pretty close. It's so close.
It's so close it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It was good enough for the magazine shoot. Yeah. Oh, shit. That was today, too.
What?
Oh. Unrelated. I have to get a hold of Rolling Heavy magazine. They were offering me a half-page ad. So I was going to do that. Take them up on that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. So, somebody knows already. Driveway of Misfits says the Roadster is going to be Wimbledon white. Yes, there you go. You gave it away.
Mm-hmm.
I must have mentioned it before, but yes, it's going to be Wimbledon white with a different color on the trim and such. So that will be that is the plan.
That'll be a nice color for them.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. Yeah. And there's Randall is in the house here, right? Hey, Randall. See, Mike says Ash cannot make a beater. Hard not to get carried away. Yeah, well, we'll see. I'll just stop him. I'll just build it when he's not here, and I'll just butcher it.
Just butcher it, yeah.
Another sensible person. Why don't you just use the other 411 as a beater?
No,
because he wants to sell it. Because he's just out of room.
I am out of room.
He's just out of room. Yeah,
I would keep it. I actually like driving that car a lot, where you don't care, right? Like the windshield's broken, it's rusty.
Yeah,
but it runs and drives.
Yeah,
fine.
It's great. Yeah, sometimes the nice thing about real heaps is, yeah, they're absolutely worry free. And you're like, hit me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Literally, I need the money, right?
Yeah, Clayton is betting against you. He says the Trino won't be a beater.
It won't be a complete beater.
There will
be some nice pieces, but it won't be. We're not plating bolts. Can I just say that?
Yeah, nothing will get. There will be no CAD plating on all the screws. Yeah, and but short of that, no. And I'm going to make sure that we waste no time on the body.
That's the key thing,
right? We're going to put this thing together fast. Jay Blacker 7948 asked, when am I picking up my other 61 Plymouth Fury? Good question. Probably in the next few weeks. Again, it's just the rain. I was speaking to the gentleman that owns the yard there, and he said that it's a swamp. So it's very difficult for them to get forklifts in there and do any kind of moving stuff when cars are like, it just tears up the yard if they drive the heavy equipment in there. So yeah, I hope to be able to pick it up in the next few weeks. Actually, we have a really fun and interesting opportunity that has come up with regard to the gentleman that owns that place. And I think you guys are going to get a kick out of it. So stay tuned for possibly the coolest junkyard adventure that I've ever had an opportunity, right?
It's cool.
This is going to be cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So top secret. But yes, we're going to have a couple of pretty interesting days out there after I get.
Some weather.
Stephen bought a car at that wrecker too, and it's very Stephen. I'll tell you that. Yeah, it'll look great beside the Monteverdi. Hey, that's what it's very Stephen. So, Mike Michaud asked, "Do you think I can talk Tom into paying the Roadster?" I've been trying to. He hasn't outright said no, so that means I think I can talk him into painting at least a few pieces. Yeah, I really do want him to paint. If he doesn't want to paint the whole body, then maybe I'll get him to paint the hood or the side panels,
sure.
Or the grill. I really want Tom.
Whatever.
I want Tom to paint some of it. He hasn't said no, so I think that we'll be able to. I wonder if he'll bring his old guns out. I think he will. He won't want to use mine. He won't want to use these newfangled guns.
Oh, that's funny.
So we'll have to see. Tom can bring out his old suction feed guns from 1980 or whatever. He's gonna. I think he'll do it. If I get it all ready, I think he'll come over and spray it, and he'll complain about it, and he'll say, fucking, he'll complain. But I think he'll do it. Yeah.
Blame it on your compressor.
Yeah, he'll blame it.
Air hose.
Yeah. Or he'll try and hold a cat while he does it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Clayton Patterson says, wait till the NOS boxes come out. Yeah, that's.
Oh.
Yeah, wait for the NOS dashboard.
Well, I would you can't. Miles is a champion because he'll drive a car with not a lot of interior, and I cross the line there.
No, you got to be comfy.
You got to be a little bit. You got to be warm, and you got to have
Oh, Eric Moray. Sorry, Eric. When am I going to work on the 53 Olds 98? I'm not starting that until a bunch of cars are finished. I just don't want to get. One of the reasons we're doing the Roadster right now is just I can't have 5 unfinished cars. So I want to finish the Roadster, the Impala, the Buick, probably the SM. Now I can start other cars once a few of these are done. I don't mind having 3 cars underway, but 4 or 5, it's just the boxes of pieces just get too much, and so I don't want to tear into anything else. So right now the Olds is complete. It runs and drives and stops. So if it's not taken apart, I can just hop in and move it around and put it wherever I want. But if I start taking that apart, then it looks, just because it runs and drives and looks like a car, the temptation is to think, oh, it's just a little touch up, but that is a full-on 1,000-hour soup to nuts, right? You've seen it. Like, you can't just chuck it together. That thing, it's a beautiful car too. So if you do want to do it, you have to put aside 1,000 hours, and that's fine. But I don't have that 1,000 hours right now. So the best thing to do, and I would say this to anybody, today's video topic. If we were going to make one of these more walking around topic videos, today's would be called "Just Don't Touch It." Just don't take it apart. Don't take it apart. More cars get bought by people who don't know what they're doing, and then they take it all apart, and the pieces get all scattered all over the place. And then 5 years later, their wife says, "I want the garage back," and everything goes outside, and it rusts in the rain for another 10 years, and then then the guy tries to sell it for more than he's got into it, and then it rots on the Facebook for another couple of months, and then it goes to the junkyard. So that would be today's topic: is just don't take it apart. Or when you do take it apart, that's all you do till it's done. And working on 3 cars is hard enough, but if you start getting, I don't want to be the guy that dies and then all of his half-finished cars go right in the crusher. I mean, everybody's going to die with 1 or 2 unfinished cars, because I think if you love what you do, you're not going to stop. But I don't want to die with 10 unfinished cars. I think when I die, I want everybody to, get some nice cars, and then they can sell them and crush the rest. But that's the advice portion of today's video.
There you go.
Don't take it apart until you have a very good plan of what you're doing and how you're going to put it together, and the money put aside. But the money is not the hard part. The hard part is the time. 95% of restoring a car can be done with very little money. And that's what I like to do all the hard stuff, do all the welding and grinding and body work and blah, 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 blah. And then when you get to the part of the job where all you have to do is spend money on a windshield and mufflers and tires, chrome, at that point, it's easy to spend the money, because then you're just like, as soon as I put tires and a windshield and whatever on this, I can drive it. So, that would have been a good advice, a good video for today. So here we are doing it. There it is.
Done.
Where can we see the listing for Ashley's car? It'll be on Facebook.
What, the 411?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Probably sooner than later. Needs to go away.
Yeah, it'll have to. Where do you actually plan to park the Roadster? Good question. We'll have to build another garage here pretty soon. Not too far down the road to building a garage. Sorry, I'm just wow. Irvin Gortson. Sorry, says, "Hey, from Ontario, been following since you're 17." Well, I'm assuming you're 18 now. No, actually, I recognize your name. You're probably 30 now. That is awesome. Hey, there's Duke Luke Garage. Cheers, buddy. And Impala Man's Garage. Lots of garages in the audience today. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah. Thank you.
Gene also working on 3 cars. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the comments. I try. Clayton wants us to do a Model T challenge. I don't hate the idea, because I already have one. So all we have to do is talk everybody else into getting a Model T. Miles will never buy a Model T because it doesn't have any chop at all, and it will not burn the tires no matter what you do. And Ashley he would take too long, would make it too nice, and then drive them daily for at least a summer. Yeah. Dean,
mine could be a Roadster, couldn't it?
Yeah,
with a flatty. that would work.
Yeah,
that would count almost.
That's been something. Any chance of either of us working on a British car in the near future? Well, I'll be working on Laura's Rover. Does that count?
Sure, it does.
Keith's buddy has a Silver Shadow.
Really?
Yeah, I would if it's sketchy.
Is that your winter beater?
Oh, Rolls Royce winter beater. Yes, I would love a Rolls Royce winter beater. That would be so funny. Goggles Paisano had a Wimbledon white car. Will there be a clunker drag race this summer? Well, if I get the Roadster done, maybe. This summer's challenge is get that Roadster finished. So actually, I was just telling Ashley, I watched the whole Straight 8 showdown for the first time since we did it. Really,
it was a fun day.
That was a fun day. It was a fun summer. But
the thing with the junker, a little bit, but that's fine. It's okay. I'm over it now. 4 years ago.
With the Straight 8s or the V8s?
Oh, sorry, the V8. Oh, you said the Straight 8.
Yeah, the Straight 8s. Yeah. That was fun too. Yeah, the V8s were. That was actually, of all the videos ever made, that was the video I was the most proud of, and it was the most work. editing that was an absolute nightmare.
Day.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not ignoring everybody. David Codre says Facel Vega. Yes, that's, of course, that would be my favorite. That would be, if I could have one car that's a little out of reach, it would be a Facel Vega. So, and there's Wayne the boat guy. Cheers, Wayne. Work of time, yes. Let's see. Trade the 411 for a 72 T-Bird with a 429.
Oh, well,
I guess if that comes along, you'd probably consider it.
It'd have to be right next door.
Oh, 72 Fury Wagon.
What?
I know.
Oh,
I
that
know.
thing, yeah.
I know. We got to get at that. I know, you guys. We were just talking about this. Are we Rush fans? Yes, I've seen Rush 4 times probably.
And I'm
starting when I was like 18.
I'm going December 8th.
Ashley has tickets for December for this year. I don't know. Are they sold out? I assume.
I think they sold out quickly, and then they released another show. So I think.
Okay. Well, if there's 2 shows, I know that Gary would love to go. So I'm going to see. About. I'd like to go. Yeah. It's been 20 years since I saw them. So yeah, it'd be really cool. I watched some clips. Yeah, it looks great. They sound great. I watched some interviews. They seems it's very cool. Yeah. David is a major Rush fan. He says yes.
As you should.
There tend to be Rush doesn't really have super casual fans. Yeah.
They tricked everybody to bring their girlfriends now.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a girl playing now.
There's a girl playing.
Duke Luke Garage watched the Straight 8 Showdown and still loved it. Well, cheers, buddy. I know we had a lot of fun doing it. And I remember starting that and thinking, what am I going to do when these cars are absolutely ruined and they will not run? And I've made this big showdown thing and then the cars don't run. So that was some motivation to get those things going. Like that was those were bad.
They were bad.
Well, like
yours was bad.
The Buick was bad. The Packard wasn't quite so bad. Yeah.
Still a lot of work.
Jeremy found an ISO Revolta in a geezer's backyard. Wow, that'd be cool. Yeah, we don't find coach built masterpieces in people's yards around here. You do find the odd Dodge. Dismayed to hear about white on the Continental. Oh, well, that's the color it was when it was new, so it can't really be that wrong. To call it wrong, I think is a bit strange when that's the correct color. So it's everything but wrong. You can say you don't like it. I totally get it. Believe me, that car, that's a perfect car for painting white. That is, we're going to be very happy just to get that thing salvaged. That nobody else would have fixed that. That was a parts car. Yeah, Agent 2112 hates Rush. Yeah, for sure. Can a mod post the merch link? What's that? Oh, Bun, are you a mod?
No.
Can you post the merch?
It's not highlighted. I don't know how to.
Where are you at there? Oh, I don't see it, Bun.
It's down the way. It's under Fake Point, the boat guy.
Okay. Well, Bun's trying to post the link to the merch. Thank you, guys. I think so, yes. So we'll get that. We'll get that up right away here, and waiting for a checker marathon to show up. Well, I've talked to people who think, oh, you should have a checker marathon, and I suppose, but I just think that it's not a car that I would go out of my way to find. I just think that they're like an ugly commercial vehicle, and for some, excuse me, didn't they have Kaiser engines in them? Didn't they have that Continental 226 in them? Checker Marathon is a legendary car. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. It's for some reason it's never been on my list. I know Elton McFall, who painted that painting there. He's crazy for them. He just wants me to get one. But yeah, Checker Marathon. Yeah, I guess when you look at other cars from the era, like compared to a 59 Buick or a 59 Chev, a Checker Marathon just looks like it's just kind of a boxy looking thing. And believe me, I got Kaisers, and that's not a pretty car either. So it's just, yeah, I guess if one came along, I would probably give it a home, but I'm not seeking them out. Of course, I wasn't seeking out a 49 Fraser either, and I still get that. Am I going to do anything with the Colombo car, like get it running? Oh, it does run. Yeah, I had it running and I drove it around the yard a bit, but that's about as far as I'm going to take that car, I think. If it was a little better, quite a bit better, I might consider putting it together and kind of giving it, tidying it up and making a driver out of it. But it's one of those cars where it was very rusty, and then somebody who shouldn't have got in there and tried putting floors together, and it's just all pop rivets and fiberglass, and it's horrifying. And they didn't even cut the old floors out when they did it, so the rotten old floors are still hanging down under the car. And then I lifted it up with the forklift one day to take the picture for the calendar, and I was looking underneath it for the first time, and I'm like, okay, this car is not getting restored by me. So yeah, I would love to, because they're actually a really nice little car to drive. But I don't, beyond getting it running, we'll see. If a wagon or whatever they call it, a brake or an estate came along, then you might have, I'm still waiting for one that's a little better before I would take one on. They're not worth enough to justify a major restoration. I did think about making a coupe out of it. I just don't know if I'm going to live to be 370 like I seem to act like I might. So Clayton says he needs to get miles into his yeah, you should come up and visit us in your 27 Roadster, because I would like to go for a ride in that too. Sorry, just making sure I didn't miss anything, guys. Probably did. Sorry. Feel free to keep if you write your question 30 times and I miss it all 30 times, I'm probably got some reason or other I'm not answering it. But is the 59 Buick in the mix this summer? Yes, we have to do. You guys may have seen last week's video where I was chopping, or 2 weeks ago, I was chopping the front corners out of that 59 Chev carcass that I got from Dean. Those pieces have to get put in the Buick so that we can install the fenders, and then we can install the hood, and then we can start on the rest of the bodywork. Mechanically, the car is very close. I do have a few things to sort out on it. We have to still hook up the rear brakes, I think. They're all installed, but they're not plumbed, or they're plumbed, but they're not bled, or whatever it is. But
it's on the hoist, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we're getting close. And let's see. I'll take a checker cab. Make it look like Mr. T's from DC Cab. Man, I'm probably. Did you ever see that?
No.
I was gonna say, man, that's probably not a lot of people in this room have seen DC Cab with Mr. T, but I did. I saw it in the theater. That's how much of a sad bastard I am. DC Cab. My cousin was visiting. My cousin was it was in the early 80s. Yeah, it was like Mr. T was huge, right? It was like 83.
Sure.
Because Mr. T was everywhere, yeah. And so my cousin was a huge fan, and so we had to go. We went and saw DC Cab with Mr. T. I remember.
Yeah. Put it on the list, fellas.
Yeah, you guys.
Gary Busey's also in it.
What's that?
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey's in
really?
DC Cab? Oh, I did not know that. Oh, look, everybody's all for checkers now. Okay, well, I guess I'm the bad guy. Oh, yeah. Edward Allen says, I'm chanting for the upside down bathtub AMC. Oh, I know. I love those. Yeah. But mine's so far gone. I need a good one. One day, perhaps. Richard said, I had an X67 ESO Revolta that somebody gave to me. Oh, my God. Sold for $1,500. Oh, I love stories like that. Thank you for the email, by the way, Richard. I loved your rat rod. That was very cool. Thank you for sending me that. It was a burned out shell. Okay. Yeah, because the price was right. There we go. Later checkers had Chevy V8s. That's right. But I think the early ones had the Continental, the same engine as what's in my Fraser there. And apparently the cab drivers were not a fan when they started putting small block Chevs in them. Then I remember reading it was in Road and Track magazine in the 80s. It was like a memoir of a guy who had driven cab in New York City, and he had driven checkers, and the cabbies they would fight over the Chev powered ones because the Continental powered ones were just hateful dogs to drive. I can't imagine. It'd be like driving my Fraser around in New York
all
City.
Day.
It would be a horrible way to die. It'd be just terrible. Oh, there's Jay Olson 88 says, "Holy cow, catching a lot." Oops, and I lost. There it is. It's like seeing old friends, except you have no clue who the heck I am. Well, now we know that your name is spelled Jolson 88. Watching the Splice Fest Fury playlist. Oh, well, thank you so much, man. It's very kind of you to stop in today. Are you going to add a Lada? I would love to. I've actually been looking. I had one. I bought that one off of L. That was a Samara.
It wasn't here very long though.
Yeah, but you know what the problem was? Is it wasn't shitty enough.
Oh.
Like I drove it and I wanted it to just be a horrible communist punishment can. And I drove it and I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. It's not, it just wasn't shitty. And therefore it wasn't fun. Like the Lucar is fun. And you're driving it, it's all squeaky and it's bouncy. And like the Lucar, it's fun. And it's kind of a piece of crap, but it's super fun. And the Samara it was kind of crap, but it wasn't like, it didn't make me laugh. I thought I'm going to laugh driving this. Like the Renault, it makes you laugh. It makes you smile because it's, you've borrowed it.
Legitimately does.
It's really fun.
And I wasn't expecting that either. That was after a bad day.
Yeah.
And driving, I'm just like, this is good.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah. So I had the Samara, and when I drove it, I was like, it's just like an ordinary late 80s hatchback. It wasn't even communist enough to really make me laugh. The French socialism was just as bad for car manufacture as any type of Russian socialism. So the Lucar has the benefit of being is very comfortable. So long story short, I would buy a Lada. What's the boxy Fiat ones? 1200s or 1600s, if I could find one. But they used to be everywhere in Canada. And then it's not like anybody put away mint ones, like they got driven by people who wanted a cheap car and they got driven into the ground. There used to be rows of them in the junkyard, but nobody, we didn't care. And so, if I could find it wouldn't even have to be good. If I could find a decent Lada, it would be perfect winter beater because they had amazing heaters. My friend had one. He said you could drive it with the windows down in the winter.
Really?
Yeah, they would just cook you out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I would love to have a Lada or a Skoda 120 or a Skoda Rapid. There was some really, there was some fun Iron Curtain cars out there, and some of them came to Canada. We got Romanian Dacias, which were Renault 17s, I think, made in Romania and sold here. Clayton had one, and I went back years later to buy it off him, and he looked at me like, I'm like, it was a little wet. It was here. He was like, I crushed all that. Yeah, he didn't care at all. Yeah, he was not even slightly sentimental about it. I was like, but that was it was a Dacia. It's a Dacia. He squished her, so that's too bad. He also had a couple of Skodas. He had the Skoda Rapid with the aluminum wheels, and I went to buy it off him, and I'm like, "Where's the wheels?" He's like, "Oh, we scrapped all the wheels because they were aluminum."
Sure. Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh well," and then the guy that worked with him backed into the corner and caved it all in, and I was like, "Well, it's wrecked now, whatever." So, do a segment on vintage automotive equipment. Well, we certainly have some, but well, thanks, Mike. That's a fun idea. We do still use our distributor machine.
Yeah, we use that thing.
That's about the only one I use. I've got that engine analyzer that's pre-OBD that I got from Richard, but we just have so few of those cars. Like I wouldn't even have something to test it on.
The Volvo, maybe?
No, it's OBD2.
It's OBD2, okay.
Yeah, so Yeah, I don't have, and I'm not really a garage. So I don't really have any need to buy all that stuff, to buy all those old engine analyzers and stuff. I know Steven is more into that. Like, I think he has a son, one of the son
Yeah.
one. Anyway, one of these days I'd love to get. I actually have the one in the back there that we got. I'll have to fire that up. Yeah, we would be happy to. If we find any cool equipment, I'll definitely let you guys check it out. James Rice says, I found your channel because I was looking for Citroen SM info, and there you are with an SM or two. I'm now the owner of an SM or two. Oh, yeah. Waiting for us to get to work on. Yeah, me too. One of the reasons I'm finishing the Roadster is that once that's out of the way, then the Citroen right beside it, there's way less. Right now, you can hardly get at the thing. I'm really just trying to clean up these smaller projects. And so, yeah, I totally want to finish it. It's been, when did I buy it? I bought it probably 10 years ago. So,
and it has the plate in the back seat.
And the plate is in the back seat. It's just, we have to put the front end in. You know, all we have to do is put the front end together and paint the car. But the bottoms of the doors are all rotten. They got to be rebuilt. It's a bit more of a job than just kind of sand and paint. It needs a lot of rust repair. Nothing that we haven't done 100 times, but part of the problem with YouTube is that the videos that do better are ones where we're working on cars that are a little more relatable. And so weirdo French stuff, it's not as relatable. So the videos don't do as well, even if the work is very similar. And I think the video is good. It's just one of those things that very few people had an aunt who had an SM or whatever. So the cars were they were always very far off of the mainstream. And so there is that problem with doing a bunch, especially on kind of a redneck back alley kind of channel like this. The car is a little esoteric for that. But I 100% intend to finish it. And then I intend, once the SM is done, then I can start on the Traction Avant, or rather drag the Traction Avant over to Stevens and make him work on it.
It just needs a head gasket, right?
Yeah, well,
Ish.
Just to run, yeah. So we've got a few things. Goggles Paisano asks, I love the track day video you did. When's the next one coming? We were just talking about track day on the way back, and it can't come soon enough.
That was so fun.
That was the funnest, probably one of the funnest days of my life.
Now that would be good use of that red 411.
That would be a good use. Yeah, I mean, if all I had was my Volvo, I would still go. That was the best fun. I'm going to do whatever we have to do to see if we can do that again. I would love to get to rent that track for just me and the agents and see, but I don't think it's a cheap thing. We got very lucky that Ashley's friends were renting it for the Nissan. Was it Datsun?
Yeah, it's a Datsun.
There was a Datsun club that we kind of we kind of tagged along with the Datsun guys last year. So if we can make that happen again this year, I 100% am going to. I could not wait. Like, we all came home and that's all but you even bought another car just to make a track car out of it.
We did, yeah.
And how's that?
Not so good.
Just driving.
I think it just got pushed down the line a little.
Oh, it got pushed down the list a bit more. Yeah, for sure.
We need to clone ourselves.
Yeah. So track day. Yeah. If anything possible, I would absolutely love to. Yeah. May ride up on my sidecar. Nice, James. Nice. Hey, Scott, long live Cold War Motors. Thank you very much. Well, it's lived 16 years, if you guys can believe it. 16 plus. Another question about 61 Plymouth coming home from the junkyard. We hope very soon. Just a weather situation, not anything other than that. It's just it's very swampy there. Girk 8 asks, how's Matt doing? Oh, I just saw Matt. He's doing very well. Yeah, they're working, and I think they just finished a massive restoration for the Alberta Motor Association. So I hope that they will put a video up for you guys of that. They did a beautiful restoration on a vintage tow truck, and I think it's a really, really cool job. So I hope that they put a video up so you guys can check it out, because it was a massive, massive job. Really cool. and I believe that they're finishing it like as we speak. If it's not already delivered, it'll be like it's getting delivered this week. So really cool. Joe asked if we have the paint scheme in mind for the Impala. No, I have a rough idea. It will be the base coat will be the same factory colors that it is now, which would be blue and white, and then whatever's on top is just going to be fun. I haven't really, well, we didn't really, same with the van. We just made it up as we went. We don't have a bunch of drawings and sit down and have any kind of meetings. It's more just like, it's just like I have so much tape and so much weed and just woo. And that's kind of how we did it. And, just doing, does this make your friends laugh? Okay, make that then. And cutting out little things out of beer boxes. We had so much fun doing that. That was probably the most fun I've had painting a car. Yeah. And it took weeks and weeks, but it was really fun. And that, as much as anything, is why I want to do the Impala as a lowrider, is just because I just like enjoying the painting process. And, and just, if there's any car I've got that you can kind of, get away with something goofy like that. Like, I don't think I would do the SM with like a crazy metal plate paint job. You'd probably find yourself very lonely at car shows. So, but the Impala, it's kind of an icon, and I don't think there's really anything stopping me from doing it. Plus, I mean, I don't owe that car anything. That thing was garbage. So if somebody doesn't like that I painted it different, well, nobody else, and I mean it, nobody else was fixing that car.
I agree.
We agree that car was so beyond repair that whatever I do of it, I can do it with an absolutely clean conscience. And I would never take a beautiful original paint car and put a Chachi lowrider paint job on it, but I'll certainly do it to this car because we are going to have some fun. I really, all the welding and all the rest of the work on that car is just, are we painting? Can we paint it yet? Like, that's all I care about. I just want to get to the painting because that's going to be fun. So all the trunk floor and the quarters and all this stuff is just, okay, fine. Let's get it done. Are we painting yet? So, yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. It'll probably be at least a year yet before the actual painting is happening, just because of the number of cars getting built, what's the word? Concurrently. Yes. So somebody asked, would you or any agents consider coming to the tour, one of these tours next? Yeah, I like that stuff. I don't really do it. First off, I don't have any paperwork that would even let me leave the country, even if I had to. I don't. I used to drink. So I don't have a birth certificate. I don't know where all this shit
Seriously?
went. I lost it all.
No passport.
I had nothing. Nothing. So, yeah, if somebody wants to come up here and spend... I got nothing, you guys. I've got a driver's license and a few things, right? I got a few things. But as for like leave the country things, get on an airplane things, no, I don't have it. And the last time I was on an airplane, I was so disgusted with the way that airports and airplanes are run now that I was like, never again.
It's not that fun.
It's not fun. No, you spend way too much time on it. Yeah. Mike asked, who's the best drone pilot? Oh, definitely my brother, Andy. I have to do a lot of it myself. I'm getting better. Man. I'm getting better. Really good. Yeah, I'm getting better. But for a long time, I wouldn't even touch the thing, and I would make Andy leave home and come over but I had to learn how to fly it a bit just because I couldn't always, like Andy was busy. So I'm getting better, but he's actually got lots of RC stuff. And he's got the airplanes. He's even got float planes and he lands them in the water and stuff.
Yeah. He brought one camping.
Yeah, they're really, cool. Really cool.
And he was good. It was smooth, man.
Yeah, he was really, really good. So that's who's a good RC pilot. Wayne the Mobile Guy asks, sorry guys, we're getting behind on the questions. I'll just talk really fast. How about that? Mm-hmm. How about a 60 Saab? Actually, Steven's doing a 60 Saab. I think you guys have seen it. It's a Saab 96, about 1967. Just picking a number there. It's a yellow two-door. It's really cool. Yeah, I love those things. I think it's really cool. I'm so happy that Steven's doing it because otherwise I would have to buy one. And it's a lot of cars that I really love that my friends have so that I don't have to buy them. So, Harry Blue Max asked if there's any plans for the Doge brothers. Yes. The plan is to, I'm so busy with the Roadster because I just don't want it to take up my whole life. I want to get it done and on to the next thing. So we're taking a bit of time away from some of the other projects. The plan for the Dodge Brothers is just get it legal, get it plated, and drive it as a just a runabout car. I really like the idea of just using it for going and getting groceries and whatever. So that'll be a lot of fun. But the plan is to plate it and put it on the road. We're very close. I just can't, not happy with the way it's running, and I just haven't had the time. So, but there's a plan. The plan is to get it done. Kurt Wegner. Oh, hey Ash, always impressed with how much work you crank out. What's your day job? Always.
Yeah. Well, I own a sales agency in the automotive world. So, yeah, it
basically means he gets to goof off a lot.
A little bit sometimes. Not when it's on. But there's some times where you get. But really, we spend so much time at night, right? Like, ask us what's on Netflix. We have no idea. So
So and you and Dan cranked out 4 cars this winter, right? You got the 38 Imperial done, the Dodge Diesel done, the Chrysler 300 done, and the blue Chevy Caprice.
Yeah.
Put those all together in one winter and work 6 days a week.
Well, I was going to say, but that's the thing. Like, I try to do something every day on these things.
Just do them all the time.
Eventually it comes together.
Yeah, just every day, right?
Every day.
The car fairy needs to drop off a good Nash ambassador. Yes, if you know him or her, any color, just something that's not been smashed, rusted, badly fixed, and then smashed even harder on the other side would be nice, because that's the one I have. Let's see. What if the Buick and Bella Roadster, the SM are priorities now? What's after them? Oh, okay, that's a good question. I need to do at least one more 57 or 8 Plymouth. What else is in line there? I got another DS, the Traction Avant, 41 Plymouth.
There's so many.
There's so many. There's so many, you guys. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to run out of cars. I like the idea of doing that Olds 98 as well. So I mean, there's easily 6 more that I'm very serious about doing. Oh, plus the little brown Kaiser. I'd like to get that on the road. That's a very easy one. Oh, Thomas. Thomas has sent $50 because something is wrong. Are you sure you're feeling okay? You should. Anyway, Thomas has bumped his head and sent us $50. Thank you so much. What's next on the Buick is rear brakes and rust repair on the lower A posts. And are we going to do the stupid torque tube seal again? I think I have to do the stupid torque tube seal again.
And don't we have a steering column thing?
Oh, and the steering column.
The horn
you know what?
thing? Or it's getting a button.
It might get a button. I was looking at fixing the horn on it, and you have to pull the whole column out. That means I'd probably have to pull the brake cylinder out again because the plate is there. And for the love of 30 seconds and putting a little button on the dash, I could cut 3-4 miserable days of work out of there. So we'll see. I'm going to take apart the parts column and see what's involved. Maybe it can be done a little easier than I think, but I don't think so. So definitely lots to do on the Buick yet, but the plan is to have it mechanically sorted by the end of this summer and spend this winter doing the body and interior and have it drivable for next year. I have the glass. I have pretty much everything we need. Like mechanically, it's very close. The frame's good. There's
interior stuff.
Unfortunately, because the window rubbers are cracked, so all the glass has to come out. So it's kind of one of those situations where you get it to a point. And of course, this is all not necessarily the way you would do a car if you A, did it for a living, or B, didn't have a YouTube channel. But I try to have one car getting mechanical work and one car getting body work, so I can work in 2 different buildings and do a little bit at a time on them. Obviously, the preferable way to restore a car is everything stops, you take a car apart, you build the whole thing, you put it back together. But it's not always realistic. Certainly not realistic for the way that we're trying to operate around here with, so many different projects and helping your friends and and all this other stuff. So that is kind of the plan, is to keep coming, keep going on the Buick and the Chev, but the Roadster, I want it done and plated this summer. So it's taking a lot of time away from those other ones right now. Scott needs a warehouse sized building. Yes, he does.
Correct.
He doesn't have one, but he does want one. Buick all your own. Yeah, absolutely. The dashboard of a Checker makes an international dump truck look like the pinnacle of opulence. Yeah, that's the thing with Checkers. Is not really a car that we're like. I really love the style. I love about the Buick the ridiculously over the top dash, and the Checker. I mean, it's essentially what you said. It's a commercial vehicle, and as such, all the stuff that I love about cars, which is a designer's vision, is all just pushed aside. And it's like, well, it has doors that open and an engine, and so I don't really see, for me, Checkers don't do it for me, just because I'm not an enthusiast of commercial vehicles. Some people love commercial vehicles, and that's great. And I'm glad that there's people that collect those cars, so I don't have to. Ash, love your Japanese collection. Which is your favorite?
The one I'm currently working on. So the red 411 right now.
The red 411 of all the cars.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's the one. Yeah.
Actually, the blue one's getting a little love.
The blue one's
last couple
almost
of
done.
weeks.
We're
Yeah.
literally on to the last 3 or 4 pieces.
Yeah.
So that, I think that's my favorite of your Jap cars.
Yeah,
I love it. I love the stance. I love the look. I love that it's just a little jewel. So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turned out nice. Thank you again.
No, well, whatever. It was. What else are we going to do with our lives, right? Oh, look at that. Mrs. 67 RS sent us $20. Well, thank you so much. Not even a special question. Well, the next question is brought to you by Miss 67 RS. Thank you very, very much. Oh, there's Legends Workshop popping in. Cheers. Thanks for stopping by. Let's just see if we can find a question. Thank you, Edward Allen. That's very kind of you to say. Let's see. Well, that we've already answered that one. So, Snow Crusher asked, Kiwi said he would be up for working vacation with you. Any chance it would happen? Well, that would be really cool. I have not spoken to him about that. I know we did text earlier about his 59 Plymouth station wagon, because I have some pieces if he needs. But I mean, they're not so rare that he can't find those pieces. I suspect that he's probably just too polite to ask me to box up Plymouth pieces and send them all the way down there. But yeah, no, I don't really go on vacations, but if he stopped in, I would certainly make time. That would be awesome. Let's see. Speaking of smaller projects, how's your Honda coming together? Oh, somebody knows how to. Actually, it's going quite well. The problem is really just the time on the Roadster. I've got the Honda to the point where we have to reassemble the gauges. All the painting is done finally, and once the gauges are done, that means I can install all of the wiring harness and test it. Then it's carbs, gauges, carbs, exhaust. That's kind of it. There's really not as much there as it looks, but yeah, it's just, assemble the gauges is also a 2-day job too. So we'll see how it goes.
That's a big moment when those are all looking good.
They're going to look good
all together.
And so much of this, like, I can't, if I have to paint the gauge, the little tin things that go around the gauges, I can't really just stop everything and push everything outside and set up the paint booth for 2 little pods. So I have to wait till I'm painting something else black. And, and that's just the way it goes. It's just more efficient to do that. So it means that whole project gets put aside until I have to paint a rad support for a Buick or something. And then, okay, now because I'm not going to, mix up a bunch of paint to paint something, but I don't want to use rattle cans. I kind of want to do it with decent paint. And it's just stuff like that. So every now and then I pick at it here, but I just certainly can't film everything. And motorcycles are kind of a tricky thing with this channel. A lot of people like motorcycles, but a lot of people don't or don't care about them. They only want to see you work on cars. And when you put a motorcycle in, they're like, I don't want to, and that's fine. So it is just kind of motorcycles have to kind of be fit in around the other stuff.
Yeah, they're a good 15-minute segment.
Yeah, regardless of how I feel about it, the motorcycle stuff ends up being kind of fit in around the car stuff. And as long as I got one to ride, I'm not too fussed. This year I have 3 with plates. And, the furthest I've ridden this year is on the moped with no plates. So it's just been such a crap year.
Really? So much rain. It's crazy.
And then when it's not raining, I'm busy doing something. So let's see. I'm not sure how far behind we are here. Randy says, hey Scott, Ashbun, behind the scenes and Frankers. Always enjoy the channel. Dean, the $5 roadster. I think of it as the Monopoly roadster.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of in that vein, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I mentioned before, I think that what inspired me to build it was the video game called Mafia that came out in like 2002 or something. And there was a part of that game where you had to drive a race car and win this race to go on. And I played that an unhealthy amount of times.
Really?
That's one of the main reasons my car is white, is because the car in the game was white.
Oh, that's funny.
So, oh yeah, I played it so much. And I was just like, go outside, God.
I stopped when the Atari 2600 failed. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was good. And I've been good about video games ever since. I've had to walk away because they are so fun. So I took that because I loved that game so much. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if this was real? And instead of just thinking, wouldn't it be cool? I was like, okay, go out and make it real. Do something productive with your time. So that got me started on it. We were just looking today on the way back at my phone. What were you doing 10 years ago, kind of thing. And that's about when I pushed that Roadster into the shop, and I've hardly touched it since. So I've done more work in the last 2 weeks on that thing than the last 10 years put together. And I'm not stopping until it is done. We are going to have that thing painted and assembled in the next couple of months here. Just plowing through it. There's a legit question. Trevor Munn, do you think the Roadster will go around the track faster than the Lakar?
Ooh.
The thing is with the Lakar is you can be brave because it has a roof. Like, I'm not sure if I do get that Roadster on a track, and I'd love to. I would absolutely love to. I'm going to be very, very slow for the first little while because there's like the windshields are not going to save your life if it rolls. And since
you might end up driving like a truck, who knows?
It's almost certainly going to drive like a truck. If I get it to where I feel confident with it, I think it'll go faster than the Lakar. If I can confidently chuck it around. But if I take it and I'm just sure that I'm going to die, then I won't ever be able to get it going very fast because, I still have things I'd like to do. So I'm not going to die. Would Cold Motors host a Concours de Le Mans? Well, I've thought about stuff like that in open houses and car shows and these types of things, but there's just so much liability these days that hosting any kind of event like that, it just turns out to be just such a gigantic amount of paperwork and insurance and things and permits and a whole lot of stuff that I just, I'd go to one. If somebody else wants to go through all the bullshit, I would be happy to attend one, but I don't really host things so much. Well, I am hosting the Classic Motorcycle Club on Sunday, so I guess I'm lying right there. We're going to do a miniature bike ride on Sunday, so that's coming up as well. When are you going to finish the Honda motorcycles? Oh yes, well, we were just talking about that. I'd still like to see that put together this summer. I can't give a day. Every day is just so crazy packed, and you know that, right? Like every like we weren't gonna drive to Red Deer when I got up today, but before I finished my first coffee, we were like, oh, I guess we're going to Red Deer. Like I can't really, I've recognized that it's nice to think you're going to do something, but you can't get too attached to any particular idea on any particular day. Even the fact that we're doing this live is because I thought I'd be back by 3 and we didn't get back till 6:45. So
we'll do it live.
We're doing it live. That's right. Like it or not. And Wheelie King says, thanks, Scott, Ash, and everybody else for the best channel on YouTube. Thank you very much. You're very kind to say. You guys are true car guys and very inspirational. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for saying so. I will say, and we were talking about this a bit earlier, that the reason I've been able to do this so long is I don't have to fake it. I don't have to pretend to be into it. I don't have to think, what am I going to do? What kind of crazy thing can we, like, all we've ever done is film what we were doing anyway. And that's what made it possible. I think that's
we've been doing it our whole life.
Yeah.
I can remember being 12 years old after my paper route and just taking something apart and putting it back together. I didn't even own the car. It's my brother's, right? But it's just like, well, I made it better, bro. And
I made it better. Yeah.
Right? Like,
so
our whole life.
Yeah, that's really it. Is I can't do anything else, I guess, is the problem. So we've been, to have this come along and be something that exists, like has been, it's been good. I suppose if there wasn't YouTube, I would have some job, I guess. Well, no, I don't think I would, because I didn't have a job before YouTube. I would still be fixing cars in my garage,
right,
and my yard would still look like it does. YouTube has been great because it's allowed me to do a few of my own cars as well, and that's what keeps me going. I mean, if I was doing YouTube and working 7 days a week at that, and my own cars, were still not getting done, then I don't think I would have been able to keep at it. But the fact that it is letting me finish my cars is why I keep at it. And the fact that we don't have to fake it is what makes it possible for me to not get sick of it after 16 years. I still, every day I get up and like, what are we working on? What are we doing? The editing is a bit of a grind. I think you guys might notice that I spend a lot of time editing the videos. I try to make them something good. So that is a grind, and the more that I try to make better videos, the more that the editing becomes a bigger deal. But it'll, it's fine. It is something that I'm comfortable with now, and I don't have a better plan, What's your plan B?
There's no backup.
There's no back. I've never had a backup plan. I've never even had a plan A. At least now I have a plan A. Like I never even had that before. So, Dewey Warner says, as much as I love Monaco taillights, can't help but think a 54, 55 Kaiser would look great. Yes, those are lovely cars. Maybe one day. But right now I have the 51, and the taillights are definitely not as Baroque, but the car is essentially the same. Oh, look at that. It's Agent 2112 texted me.
Is he coming over?
I don't know. No, I didn't see that. Terry asked, what has Miles got lined up for the summer? Well, we don't really know. I think he wants to finish his brother-in-law's Dodge Monaco that you guys saw. There's still some polishing to do there. I think he's going traveling too. Didn't he go away last year? He went to.
Yeah, he usually goes away.
I think he's going to Spain. He wants to go to Spain. So Alex says, do you remember where Tom found the Impala? Yes. Well, no, I don't remember exactly where, but I remember it was less than an hour away from here. He found it in some lady's yard, and it was there when she bought the place. Well, the lady was his old neighbor, and he hadn't seen her in years. And then he ran into her somewhere, and they were talking, and she says, "Oh, you know what I have in my yard is an old car you'd probably like." And it was there when she moved there. So he went over there, and he dragged it home. And then, two years later, he sold it to me. So that's cool. Yeah, so that's all I know about it. But it was a local car, and presumably parked, we figure, about 1970. And it was patched up and rusty even then. And then it sat outside for another 50, 60.
Boy, it looked decent until
you got
until you really got into it.
Man, that was poor.
Is that a trend around here?
Yeah. Mark asks, how's the Continental coming? Will we see it in primer? The Continental is, yes, Jim's been pretty busy at the shop finishing up the tow truck that I just mentioned. Those guys have been going 20-hour days to get that done. So I've been missing out on some time at Jim's for the last couple of weeks. But I expect I'll be back there next week, and we're going to keep going. I think the majority of the welding's done, so we should see it in primer. I would like to think by the end of next month, or possibly, yeah, I mean, in the next 6 weeks, maybe it's in primer. That's realistic, considering we only get one evening. We don't even get a day. We get one evening a week to work on it. So there's 6 more evenings it'll be in primer. That seems realistic. Oh dear, I have to. Sorry, every time I touch the little thing with all your questions on the side, it jumps to the bottom. So I have to kind of guess.
That's how it works.
Big block Torino for the win.
Yes,
nice. Let's see.
Minute.
Torino T-shirts. Yes,
ooh, maybe. Huh?
Datsun 411 T-shirts.
Yeah. I think they'd sell. I don't know.
Let's see. Here, I'm gonna have to skip ahead a bit, gentlemen and ladies. Just see if we can. Are you working on your mullet? Your Gran Torino demands it.
Ooh,
that's something the missus would really like.
Have a beard and a mullet.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Rocky Mountain Race Circuit public track days, 2 hours from you guys. We'll have to check that out too. We could go track days everywhere. Yeah, it might be fun. Clayton says, I have other projects, but not doing 4 a year. Yes, well.
It's not recommended, to be honest.
Well, and 4 a year, not if they're major. It's just not possible, right? There. If you ever built a Sahara era custom, what would it look like? You're talking about the Golden Sahara? Like in that style? Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually thinking one of the reasons I want to finish the Roadster is I was thinking it might be fun to do a Ghia style show car like the Exner used to get built at Ghia in Italy in the early 50s. I thought that would be fun because I have a couple of pretty fair Chrysler chassis cars of that early 50s, and they're virtually worthless. I got that blue Dodge 4-door, and I thought it might be fun to, redo the body of one of those. I won't build a scratch built car like I did with this Roadster ever again, because I don't really get any enjoyment out of like lining up, making holes for the shocks to mount and shit. And I just, I can't, that's not fun to me. So if I were to do another car, I just want to do the body stuff and, have fun with it. But the whole engineering, how the steering bolts to the whatever, I don't care. I mean, you have to do it, but it's not really that fun. Not really that fun. Yeah. When do we get to see the interior of the van?
Anytime.
Yeah. Well, he'll bring it over and we'll do a proper look at it, because I don't know if we ever have. Have we? Yeah. We got it pretty close, and then we did film some of it when we shot the photos for Rolling Heavy magazine. But I don't know if we did a proper look at it. But yeah, we'll be happy to. Obviously, yeah.
We're gonna start that thing.
Yeah, you should drive it up.
What is it? It's middle of June.
Yeah, right. Somebody said I'm not into 2CVs. That's not true. I'd love a 2CV, but I don't really need a checker. Impalaman's Garage says your 411 is utterly exquisite.
Oh, thank you.
It's not bad, is it? Hugh Stevenson says, just buttoned up a 75 Olds Tornado. That's a cool
That's
car.
cool,
On to
yeah.
a 73 Grand Prix next. Oh, neat. 73 Grand Prix. Does Ashley have an engine for the Torino?
I do, yes. Yes. In the works, anyway. It's not complete yet, but in the next, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks it will be.
Yeah.
So
It's got a big engine for it. Darren Nerad Johnson mentioned you use 2 types of body filler to better stuff as yellow. What is the name of the products? Well, I use the Napa brand cheap body filler for most of it. And then when I get to the final skim coat of body filler that I have to block, I use U-Ball Gold, which is a good brand. And that's about it. Yeah, I just don't bother. If you got a bunch of body filler work to do, I don't bother, I get it close with the cheap stuff because you can just finish it with a grinder and 40 grit. And then I put 1 coat of the really expensive stuff, and that's what you block. And I don't know, it's just a way to save a little money. You can bog it all on with really expensive Bondo if you want. It'll turn out just as good, but it's not really, it's not necessary.
it does sand nicer. The gold stuff.
The gold is definitely nicer
Right.
to sand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I've been trying to sand as little as possible lately. So I try to put my body filler on so that I'm not like glorping it on and sanding 90% of it off. I try to put it on and then I put another coat on and then maybe sand that. Like just really trying to sand a lot less. Clayton asked if there's any update on the race bike you picked up recently. No.
Ooh.
That is a long-term project. I gave that to my brother, and he's going to restore that. Actually, we'll be probably looking at it this weekend because
the fellas come over.
there's an antique motorcycle club meeting starting here on Sunday, and we're going for a little ride. And there's several guys in that club are big-time Yamaha factory racer guys from the 70s and 80s, and they're rather excited to see the bike and the parts. And I'm happy that they're going to come over because they can tell me what this is and what that is. Because literally, I don't know if anybody saw that video, but I bought this whole garage full of this Yamaha stuff, and half of it I don't even know what it is. So we put it all in storage, and I was just like, I don't have time to even think about this stuff right now. So the restoration of the race bike will be something that we're going to do in the future. So that's that is a fun project, but it is in the future. Ash, did you find a 429? No, he found a 460. So do they look the same?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Yes. So the 429, the 460, and you have a transmission. He finally has all the pieces to make a good one. So that's the plan.
Yeah, we should have a working engine in the next 30 days, right? So
yeah,
we just need a car to put it in.
Yeah, well, we'll be getting there. PD Nick Thielsen, 6600. Is there any tool you wish you owned, and is there a way we could crowd fund it?
Ooh.
Well, I don't really.
80 by 80 building. That'd be a nice tool.
That'd be a nice tool. Well, we were talking about the laser rust remover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look into that. I want to see a demonstration of it, but that is a tool that.
There's lots on YouTube.
Yeah, I want to see it for myself, because if that is something that works as good as I think it might work, I could see that being something we should have. The other tool I want to get is like a Pullmax for forming panels. That would be a lot faster than beating it out on a log. I'd really like to. My goal now with all of this, and one of the reasons we're finishing the Roadster, is to get the tools in place so that we can do them faster. Because we're not going to run out of cars. The only thing we're going to run out of is time. And so I'm tired of spending time doing stuff slowly that we could be doing quickly. So that's kind of the plan. So pull max and laser rust removal. Those are the tools that I do not expect anybody to crowdfund, but fun question. Thank you. Maybe depending on how much these items cost, we'll have a fundraiser live stream one day, but mostly I'm just happy to hang out. Eric Whitehead, I'm the cheers from Lubbock guy. Well, cheers from wherever we are here. Can't wait to see updates on your Roadster and all your projects. Well, thank you, Eric. We can't wait to make these updates. Why not stick a roll hoop on the Roadster? Fair enough. We've had that discussion. I'll tell you what, if I get it out on a track, it can't be permanently installed because those vehicles of that era did not have roll hoops, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't, it would ruin the look of the vehicle. The only reason I would put it in is if I get it out on a track and I think, wow, this thing is really fun and I bet you I could go faster if I wasn't afraid of dying. So if I get it out on a track and I really think that we have something that could be, it's not going to be, right?
You have to drive it to the track. That's.
Oh, yeah, it's driving to the track. Yeah. So we'll see. If I would consider a bolt-in one if I think that it's worthy of something. Like if I get it out there and think I could really make this thing go, if I wasn't afraid of dying. I don't mind being a little afraid, but I don't actually like that thing. You wouldn't walk away if that thing rolled on you. You are the tallest part of that car. So I would consider it, but like I say, if I take it out on the track, I'm like, no, this is a much better going to the store car than a track car.
I think we'll know that in the first.
And you'll know that in the first quarter probably. Josh says you'll need a roll cage for the Lakar if you intend on racing it. Well, there's nobody to race it. The Lakar racing series ended 40 years ago, 50 years ago.
That's what made that day so fun. Is no one was racing.
Yeah, it wasn't really
driving.
racing.
We're just beating on these cars.
Yeah,
right?
It was really fun. I don't really want to put a roll cage in my Lakar because it's so mint. The roll cages wreck stuff. If I'm driving it fast enough to roll it, then I probably should have it. I was going pretty fast. I
thought a CV axle was going to come out of its its hole.
It's weird because I'm so gentle. I'm so careful about the car, but then the red mist comes down, and you're just like, it has to go faster than this. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I think we actually went back anyway. Look at all the kind people to stop in. Remember you said you want to do every forward look car. Is that still a goal? Well, that was not quite what I said. I wanted a 57, 8, 9, 60, and 61 Plymouth two-door hardtop. Not every forward look car, just the Plymouths. That's why you notice I've not bought any DeSotos or Dodges I got one Chrysler, but that was just a fluke. I do want to do all the Plymouths from 57 to 61. That I think to have all those parked in a row would be like something that my 10-year-old self would think was pretty cool, and that's who I'm trying to impress. So that is still a goal, and it's not an entirely unrealistic goal. I have all the raw material to do it. I just need to finish up a few of these non-Plymouth projects so that I can get back on those. It's still very much a goal, and I really do think I will achieve it. Andrea Mills from North Carolina. Well, cheers. Thanks for stopping in. Terry Eustace gave us $10. Terry has apparently nothing better to do than give his money to bums. Thank you so much, Terry. No question. The next question brought to you by Terry. Did you guys see Jonathan W.'s camper? Yes, that is amazing. He made a camper out of a 50 Buick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, it's cool. And he welded the doors together and he hinged them at the top.
Oh, really?
The whole side of the car opens up with linear actuators,
Oh, that's
cool.
Cool.
That guy is crafty.
I'll have to watch.
Yeah, what a cool camper. I really I like Jonathan a lot. It is really neat. When are you going to restore the Lawn Boy? Damn it. Somebody calling me out on the Lawn Boy. You know what? I think I gave them all away, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think I had a lawn boy clear out because there was just starting to be so many of them around. I was feeling guilty. I think maybe I gave them all to Steven.
But didn't Steven give them back?
Yeah, that's right.
Didn't he?
He did.
He's
He
like,
gave them
"Oh,
back. Maybe they're
yeah."
still sitting in the field. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of editing, did the Volvo Effect win an Emmy yet? Oh, sadly, no. Thank you, guys. Hope you got a laugh. And 2 cars on sub day was metal sports car and pulling the furry 15 years. Thank you. Sorry, I don't quite get that one, so I'm going to carry on. Thank you, Roy, for stopping in. 2 cars on Sunday, maybe? Anyway, cool. When are you going to finish the what? Oops, what happened?
I don't know.
My God.
Wow.
Oh my, we are so far behind.
You make one little.
Yeah. We're sorry. When are you going to finish the Rover? Oh, well, we had a brief discussion of the Rover. It's over at Stevens, and I'm going to finish it as soon as it's back here. He's doing the mechanical work, and then it's going to come. Then it's going to come back here. Yeah. How's Bun doing on her Roadmaster? Well, Bun.
The wiring kit.
The Roadmaster, yes. We're going to buy a wiring kit. I was talking to Ash about that. Rather than her trying to rewire the whole thing a piece at a time, I think we're going to buy a wiring kit and just do it that way. So, and then I think when her sons come to visit, they're all welders and sheet metal fab guys. So we're going to put it up on the hoist, and I'm going to get them to weld rockers on their mom's car.
Wow,
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Oh, is Roy talking about the? He's talking about the Lotus, maybe. Yes. Let's see. Have to try and catch up a bit, guys. Sorry, we're just going to scroll down a wee bit here because I do tend to do this, and I run on, and then I realize, oh, we're half an hour behind on the questions. 57 Buick Century sent $50. Are you? Oh, it says buy something pretty for Bun. Okay, you betcha. You got it, boss. I will buy Bun something pretty. Absolutely. What if does that mean like a
pizza?
Pizzas are pretty, right?
Diet.
Diet pizza.
Oh, it's a diet.
Did Frankers go for a ride in the Volvo? That's funny. Yeah, she did get cleaned up. Frankers, yes, we had a scheduled mishap with our groomer, and so I had to get busy on Frankers there. We bought the little kit. Yes, so Frankers is super happy with her summer haircut, but I think we'll be getting back to her regular groomer, her proper groomer soon enough. You have some viewer mail to go through. Is this coming up soon? Yes, we do have some viewer mail to go through, and probably in the next couple of weeks. Is Ashley practicing his get off my grass when he gets the Trino done?
Right?
Yeah, that's right. And apparently movie Fear is the Key with 72 Drinos.
Oh.
Roy asks, why not Boogie Van the Impala? Yes, I'm going to. Well, it's going to be a lowrider. So, and Jonathan Gammon, thanks for the encouragement in patching, welding, cursing demos. I just patched the top front corner of the roof of my 73 Dodge B100. Now I'm ready for a Jensen Interceptor splice. Awesome.
That's good.
Good. Thank you so much, John. Jonathan,
Hmm.
also a patron of the show. That is, well, that's great. I'm glad that something we did led to something productive for a change.
We're using our superpowers for the good, the greater
Yeah.
good.
Paul asked if they ever rebuilt the convenience store to burn down. No, they never did. I don't think they're going to. That's too bad. That was our little store, and now it is gone. All they did was drag a skid stack over there, and they started selling gas again. But I think the only reason they did that is because scrappers were literally taking the pumps apart and scrapping them. Like, you can't leave anything alone, I guess, anymore, or somebody's going to try and scrap it. So they, I doubt they're going to rebuild it. There was, I don't know the full story, so I won't get into it. But it would be a shame. It was the sad thing is they had just completely renovated it, and then it burned down like literally within a week. So that sucked. But I don't know if it's coming back. Do you have any leftover Edsel Select-O-Matic parts? Asking for a Dean supporter, not sponsor. I don't think he has a sponsor. I don't know. You'd have to ask Dean. Dean has multiple Edsels in Deanland there, but they're parts cars, so I don't know if he wants to sell them complete or if he'll part them out or whatever. But those Teletouch transmissions, you can't just take those things out of there and expect them to work. From our experience with it, they're not impossible to rebuild. They're just fussy, and you don't really even need any parts to get them working. You just need to take them apart and clean them and put them back together properly. James says, since I threatened to ride a sidecar there, yes, I've done it before. I kept going, maybe later this summer. I used to drink, but he has a passport. Fair enough, James. And James apparently has $50 that's not doing anything. Thank you so much, James, for that. And Doug says he has two CVs here in the shed. A 54, is that slow built, and a late dolly. Wow, cool. That is awesome. I would love to have one. I drove my friend Bruce's when it was here, and they're amazing. I just love how they ride. Tyler's World says you collect a lot of Chrysler, but you don't have any DeSotos. Is there any particular reason? No, there's literally no reason. I did mention earlier that for two-door hardtops and stuff that I'm intending to restore, I'm only buying Plymouths right now because I don't think it's realistic to try and have a 57 Plymouth, Dodge, Chrysler, DeSoto, Imperial. I just thought I'm a Plymouth guy. I've always wanted the Plymouths, so I'm just going to collect Plymouths. No reason. If I had a 57 or DeSoto, I mean, certainly if one comes along and it's cheap and it wants to sit on my lot, I'll probably give it a home. But it's just like I don't have any Mercuries. I don't know why.
Right.
I don't have any Mercuries. I don't have any Lincolns. I don't have any Pontiacs. Yeah, there's a lot of cars I don't have, but it's not. I did have that Pontiac. I had that 52, but that got sold. Yeah, so no particular reason. Just some cars come along and I buy them, and sometimes cars don't come along. Yeah, there's I've got a lot, but not enough. I guess not enough cars yet. Hey, it's Rolling Heavy. There's Matt at Rolling Heavy. Fat mags and big blocks. That's right, buddy.
That's right.
There's the star of last year's Rolling Heavy magazine, and there's the publisher, Matt at Rolling Heavy.
Hi, Matt. Nice to
Cheers,
meet you.
Matt. And best of luck in your new career. Matt's going to drive big trucks for a while.
Oh, cool.
So he's going to be rolling extra fucking
Extra
heavy. Yeah, that is awesome. Yes, tired of doing panel forming on your knees. Exactly. Let's see. Oops. See how this thing just does that?
Crazy.
There we go. Anyway, we're not as far behind as we were anyway. Laser rust removal is awesome. Get a bigger unit. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I mean, if I'm getting one, I don't want it to
Could we do like the whole Torino? Like, is that how it works?
I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. I agree that because I want it to do diffs and frames. Like if it just does little surface rust on little trim pieces, that's not really something I'm going to spend 10 grand on. Excuse me. But if you literally can do big jobs with it, like I'm just thinking I can't really sandblast here. I don't like sanding stuff out, but I try and do a little sandblasting here, but it's so dusty it either gets all over my cars or it blows into my neighbor's yard, and that's not cool. Like I'm already pushing my luck with being a good neighbor as much as I try. So I just thought laser rust removal would be kind of a fun thing. Just one less thing I have to farm out. I really am trying to be completely self-contained here, and so trying not to farm too much stuff. So that would be a fun thing. And since we all could use it, right?
Well,
like
if it works,
it's a good
we
solution. We could probably get 3 or 4 of us to pitch on it, and then it can, then we get used more than once every couple of years. I can't justify it if I'm only going to use it once, then it sits in the corner for 2 years before I need it again. So yeah, that's something we're definitely going to look into. Harry Blue Max, apart from Dean, does any agent have any love for Malaise era cars? What, like 74 to 85? Not me. I don't even hate them. I just can't. I just like if a nice one came along, and it like I got no problem with nice Malaise era cars in good. But would I ever restore one? No. I just don't see the point of restoring cars that you can still buy nice ones for $5,000.
Any nice original cars is a treat to look at.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I just don't have a lot of love. Like if you look at the dashboard of a Dodge Aspen, it just makes you want to die. Like if you look at a dashboard of a 1965 Plymouth Valiant, it's still interesting and there's quality. But if you look at cars by the mid 70s, they're just crap. Like all the money you just see, we can just watch the money get sucked out of the product and given to middle management and
speedboat engineering.
Speedboat. Yeah, everybody can buy an extra speedboat if we take all the good pieces off of the cars this year and replace it with stick-on chrome and plastic and blow molded garbage. And if you look at the interior fittings from any 1950s car and styling apart, the quality of the fitments and the quality and just there's a certain amount of quality there that I just don't see come the 1970s.
Well, the quality of everything, a relay or anything.
Yeah.
A switch or a button.
And there was a time in the 70s when people hated 1950s cars and like these, nobody's ever going to want these. These are the ugliest, tackiest. These are stupid with the big fins on them. These are the worst cars ever made. Nobody's ever going to collect them. And now we collect them, quite enthusiastically. And do I see that like being a very old timey 70s car hater? Do we see that happening where suddenly everybody's like, a 75 Marquis is really a prop? No, it's not. It's never going to be. I don't see it. No, Malaise era Trans Ams and stuff. Sure. Absolutely. You could even argue Cobra 2s and the tacky, you could say, okay.
When there's one at a show and it's nice, you walk by it.
Yeah. You look, okay, that's cool. Right. It's cool now. And so there are some. No, not that I'm going to buy any of them. I like to think there's a very large pile of cars out there that I'm really happy that somebody else likes them so that I don't have to. And I would include VW Beetles and Mustangs and lots of those are great cars, but they don't need me. There's lots of people to look after those cars. Mid 70s Trans Ams, those are worth real money. Like those are getting real proper muscle car money now for those smoggy, tacky.
Look at the square body Chevs. Like it's insane.
Yeah, or the trucks, right?
Yeah. We're everywhere.
$500 trucks now, and you cannot get one for less than $5,000, and it's garbage. All the parts are available for them. So, yeah, there is a movement out there now that is even box Chevys like Dan's Caprice. I mean, I would put 77 Caprice, in the Malaise car era.
I agree.
And now I see the value in those cars as for what they really were, which is hammers. Those cars, you get a good 79 Caprice or Impala, that's going to last you the rest of your life. So there's a value there outside of, but the value that I look for in cars is the wow, the spaceship cars. I like cars that were put together by a culture and industry that was just at the absolute peak of its power.
We were just having fun.
Everybody was having so much fun.
And what if we do this?
Yeah, like let's
do it.
And then a company the size of a country, just like they're not going to out tail fin us, like just this childish naivety that just birth these amazing, never to be seen again cars. And that's never coming back. There's not gonna be a renaissance of goofy car styling. That's never coming back. Cars are styled by lawyers and accountants now. There's no vision anymore. There's no, for example, just cars I'm familiar with. If you look at the 57 Chrysler lineup, you can see one man's vision there. And you can see a continuity across all the models and all the brands, and you can see like a vision. And you can look at the 59 GM cars, crazy cars, but you can see a vision there, even if the vision was nobody's going to out-tail fin us.
Right.
But you can see that cheeky competitive kind of vibe, and I love that. And by the 70s, all I see is what can we make out of plastic this year so we can all buy another speedboat at the cabin. And you just see like the Cadillac grills should not be plastic, but you see everything is plasticky and cheap. And you even see, just if you look at a 71 Chrysler, which Dan has, and then my 72, well, all the trim on my 72 is aluminum. The stainless is gone. The grill is plastic. The 71 is still a die-cast grill.
Yeah.
And you can just watch the quality just going down, down, down. I'm not even talking about the assembly quality and like how fast can we build these for how cheap, and how drunk can we get and still put the fenders on. Like there was a whole bunch of that too, like the loss of actual pride in your work, which you could argue any number of socioeconomic causes, but at the end of the day, the cars suffered, and I just don't feel I'm going to dignify cars that the manufacturer couldn't even be arsed to make changes for. Like if you look at a 76, 7, 8 Mercury or Ford, they didn't change nothing.
No,
the manufacturer
grill.
couldn't even be arsed to change a single piece for 3 years. I'm like, why does that deserve any of my attention then? Like they didn't even care. And so so that's how, I don't know, but then you see that there is a movement on certain cars, even the Colonnade Chevs, 73 to 77 mid-size cars. Those used to be everywhere. I didn't really have a lot of time for them, but now I see them, I'm like, that's a good car. They did, especially the Grand Am Pontiacs, the Laguna. Like there was a few cars that kind of rose above the real rubbish, and there were some good cars. But by and large, and from a Chrysler man, nobody was worse than Chrysler. Like if you look at, like if you gave me a mint Dodge Aspen, I couldn't get rid of it fast enough. I refuse to sit in that car and look at that dashboard all day. I'm like, I'm not driving this. And
to me, it was the bumpers.
the bumpers are terrible.
1973.
Yeah,
It all just went, okay, we're done.
yeah,
Right.
we're done. And
Where
they were-
72 was it was the perfect year. And
That's why I got 4 72s and
There
no
you go.
73s.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Anyway, fun question. Thank you, Harry.
Has it been an hour and 48 minutes?
Yeah, you see, I told you it goes
Wow.
fast. Yeah. Sheldon asked, any time plans to work on the 59 Ford truck? Not right away. Again, going back to finishing what we've started first, the truck is a perfect example of don't take it apart until you're serious. Right now, it is complete. It's completely untouched. I could go put a screwdriver in the ignition and start it up, and I could drive it around my yard. So it'll stay. I do plan to do it. I've been planning to do it because it came with this place when I bought this acreage. That truck was here, so it has to stay with this acreage. I have all the pieces I need to do it. Funny enough, the reason I'm making this Roadster out of Tom's water truck, the only reason I bought Tom's water truck was to get the windshield for my pickup, because it was an F750, so it sat up really high. It was a big truck, and it had a perfect windshield in it. So I gave Tom $500 for the windshield. The whole truck came with it. And then I had this big stupid engine sitting around, and that's what kind of started the whole Roadster
I
project.
built a scratch build car.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll just build a car out of
I
it.
got the engine.
I've got the, boy, what a stupid engine choice too. So, yeah, Roadster almost done. That's right. Roy knows. Oh boy, James says lawn boys were horrible. Well, I actually like the idea. So,
What do you think? Two cycle can't be horrible.
That's right. Oop, where did we? My God, where are we now? What has happened? Oh yes. Wait a second. Sorry, guys. I don't want to miss anybody. Oh yeah, I think we're good. Oh, Tom Witherspoon said $20. Thank you so much, Tom. Wow, that is awesome. And I think we've been over these ones. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just don't want to miss anybody. Where are we at here? Yeah, I think we're close here. Oh, Cyclo Wolfie sent $20. Thank you so much. Get Frankers something fun. Absolutely. I get.
What kind of pizza you want, Frankers?
Oh, it looks like Frankers is. She's asleep in her chair, or I'd make her come over here and say thank you herself. Will my poodle ever stop being a goof and less of a menace? Not if it's anything like this one. Frankers is as goofy and as menacey as when she was. Well, no, she's better. She used to be a right-on terrorist, but now she's just kind of a menace. Yeah.
She's
They settle down about what 5 years old. If you're, yeah, I think when they're 5, they start to settle down. Yeah. 5 if 8. Oh well, thank you. Anthony Bellini says he's sending us something, giving you. Make sure you flip over the item because you'll probably need it. Well, thank you very much. Maybe he's taped a joint to the back of it or something. Alex says Ash should put all his Datsuns and other cars outside altogether. I think you'd get a ticket if you did that. Oh, Van Winger is remembering the Bandit Trans Am Volvo Bertoni. Yes. Somebody actually thought that was a real Bertoni that I ruined. So I got a lot of hate. I'm like, that's not a real Bertoni. Because I chopped it so much. I'm like, anyway. I did not ruin a real Bertoni. Can't believe Dean isn't all over the Omega Seville. Yeah, well, he would probably like that, but he would have to go to he would have to actually go get it. I saw Kyle's video and I saw the rules. I'm like, very clever way. Kyle's cleaning out his yard. Good for Kyle. Yeah. Will you be going to Clayton's for a junkyard crawl? Yes, we will. I'd like to get out there this summer.
That's always a good time there.
Yeah, we do love going to visit Clayton. Has Ashley thought about, or does he have a 240 or 280?
No.
I
thought about it. They're cool cars, but
yeah.
I got to stop.
Yeah, he's done. This is the last Datsun.
Moving on. I don't even know how the Datsun thing happened, but it happened.
Yeah. Next thing I know, I got 8 Datsuns.
Right.
One day I didn't have any. Then now I have too many. And Rick said, did you mention getting a puppy for Frankers a while back? Yes, actually, we did, and we're still thinking about that. We got some sad news. We were going to adopt a rescue poodle, and because there were multiple candidates, we made the finals, but we did not get the dog. So that is sad, but all I can figure is that if they found a better home than this for that dog, then that is going to be a very happy, lucky dog. So all the best to whoever ended up with that lovely dog. But we're going to keep looking.
It'll happen.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see. Just see if we get to any questions here real quick, because we are running out of time, guys.
Wow, that went fast.
Yeah, it does go fast. Yeah,
that must be fun.
Yeah. Well, apparently Brent at Half-Ass Custom has one. I'll have to check it out. I'll see. I'd really like to see how they work before I pony up for one, but I really would like to do something other than sandblast. Oh, Carter, there's Kyle. GM Colonnade cars. Now you're speaking my language. Yeah. Kyle's was the first one I had driven in 20-something years when he came over to visit me the first time. I was like, I don't know if I've ever driven one of these things, or at least not since they were 5 or 10 years old. Yeah, Kyle, you got to restore your Colonnade Malibu Showdown here. Look at what's up, Kyle. Yeah, everybody knows who Kyle is. Does Alberta have cheap fleet insurance for older cars? Well, yes. Yeah, I've got cheap fleet insurance on my older cars. There's a few stipulations, like you have to have a normal car so that they know that you're not driving your antique cars every day or driving them to work or whatever. So as long as you have what they consider a normal driver car, then you can get kind of a fleet rate on the rest of them, and that's the only way I'm able to do it. If I had to pay full chat on all my cars, it would be impossible. I wish they had fleet rates on motorbikes. I'd have more bikes insured, but I don't. So, my mom had an '84 Volare and never failed to not start. Hello, Scott Nash. Don here from Long Island. Hey, Don. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Oh dear, now I'm lost again. Oh, there we go. Folktales, got to go. 65 Corvair needs some tidying. Yes, well, that sounds like a great way to spend the day. Al's Granada is a fine Malaise automobile. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Actually, Al sold the Granada.
Did he really?
Yeah, he sold it. Yeah, I couldn't believe he found somebody who bought it.
Oh.
He was driving around one day and he said some guy started chasing him in a Granada. This other guy had a Granada. So Al pulled into some store and the other guy pulled up beside him and he was like Googling his Granada. And Al's like, and he said, well, if you ever want to sell it, and Al's like, you mean like right now?
Really?
Yeah, he just sold it to the guy right there.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. So, oh, there's Bri, the bike guy. Cheers, Bri. When's the next mail unboxing? I have something I forgot to send. Well, if you send it today, we'll probably make it. We're going to do it in the next few weeks here.
Oh,
no, we can't wait till December.
All right.
We got to do more than one a year. Maybe we got to do, well, it's halfway through the year.
That's right.
We'll do one in June. That's a good idea. And then next one, December. Oh, right on. See if there's any new winter beats candidates. Yes, well, Torino winter beats.
That's the plan. See what happens.
Yeah, for sure. There we go. Omni GLH. Yeah, that's a cool car. But that's not.
Didn't Dylan have
Dylan had one. Yeah, that was a super fun car. Man, you want to talk about?
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a turbo 2.2. Yeah, those are super fun. Yeah, but is that really a Malaise era car, or is it kind of I consider Malaise to be 74 to like 80,
yeah, 79.
79, yeah. The real. Now you could say all the way up to the end of the carburetor era, like 85 or so. You could certainly argue, but the real, what are you doing with your life cars? Like, to me, it's funny. Malaise to me is almost the entire run of the Dodge Aspen. Like,
oh, there you go.
Right, yeah. Like 75 to 80. Any time on the planet when they made Aspen, Volare, some people love them. Not me. I just, how could they take the Plymouth Valiant and Dodge Dart, some of the toughest, most reliable, best made, beautifully assembled by Chrysler standards cars, and replace them with a car that you just didn't even want to sit in? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're really awesome. But I drove Dylan's. Yeah, it was cool, but you could get a sense that car had been driven hard.
Oh, yeah.
It had been driven hard. GLHs had rough lives. I remember bringing a couple into Al's when I worked for Al, and all the subframes were just cracked from just dumping the clutch. Thunderbird asks, what heads have you got with your 460?
Edelbrock aluminum heads.
Edelbrock aluminum heads. Don't you have Dove heads as well?
I do have a set of Dove heads.
He's got Dove heads, but they're too heavy.
It's so heavy. Like, it's unbelievable. The Datsuns are a real treat because they're all just so small and light, and that 460 is just such a boat anchor, man. But different deal, different world, right?
Oh yeah.
That's how you get.
Well, aluminum
Pounds of
heads,
torque.
I was going to say, in the case of some cars, aluminum heads are not a big deal, but when it's knocking 200 pounds off the front suspension, it's hard to say, oh, you don't need those. So,
Well, and it's just to do a set of heads used to be $500. Well, it's not anymore. Like you would spend $1,800 or $1,900 doing a set of heads here, and yeah, Edelbrock's will be more, but it's not that much more. So it's why mess around?
Yeah. Gaspacho 8 says he recently bought a Saab 99. Have a line on a parts car 99 just because I'm missing the wiper missing. Are you the saddest bastard? Yes. You win today, saddest bastard. I actually love Saab 99s. I had 3 of them at one time, and even then it was hard to keep one going. The water pumps are they're extinct. So that's the problem with 99s is the water pump was driven off the cam and they start to leak and you can't get them anymore. And but the car, they're so fun to drive. Because I had a Volvo and a Saab the same year, and the Saab was just I just drove it like a madman, and the Volvo you don't. It's a Volvo, but the Saab, man, they're super fun. So yeah, what you need if you're going to buy a Saab is you need 2 dead ones at least in the yard, preferably on blocks.
That way you always have access.
Then the neighbors will know that you're cool. That's what you need. And there we go. Putting a later Saab 916 valve engine in it. Oh, so you're a really sad bastard. Yes. MCY 1122 asked, did you collect the Peugeots because of Colombo? No, it was a fun bonus, but I just bought them because they're just so few around.
Did you just say Peugeot?
Yeah. No, I knew about the Colombo car, but I bought mine just because I just collect that kind of stuff. And I'd never see one. It just like I've been 50 something years and never seen a 403. And then I saw 2 in 1 week. And so I just bought them both because I thought there was no point in buying one. So I bought both of them and they just happened to come up at the same time. It was just a fun coincidence. One of them I bought at an auction and the other one belonged to my neighbor. Same fellow I bought the Peugeot 504 diesel estate from. And just good luck. Just good luck. So yeah, I would love a good one, but I just don't think that the ones I have are really going to ever get put together. I'd like to start with something better. Same with the Citroen CX I had 2 and there still wasn't enough to make one good one. And so off to Stephen they went, and now they sit in Stephen's yard. But I'm kind of regretting that because I've got a pretty good collection of derelict French cars now.
You certainly do.
And I wish I had the CXs back for the lineup. Just to have all that debris in one place was cool. Fair question. What happened to the animations? Just a time thing. We had taken it kind of as far as I could without it becoming, it was, as it was, those were starting to eat up 6 to 10 hours a week just in editing. And I had done them for about a year and we had a lot of fun doing them. And, but it was a lot of work and it made no difference to the number of views the videos got. It made no difference to the amount of money the videos made. It made no difference to getting subscribers. It made no difference other than a few people said they liked it. And I just thought, well, there's 8 hours that I could be spending on the actual cars. And so I would love to do it again. But also Kyle's very busy and he's the one I did it with. So it's just one of those things. It got to the point where in order to keep making it better, we were spending more and more time to the point where I'm like, now this is really starting to take up a sizable proportion of my week. and I thought maybe this will be something that'll really, like, you know, people will really get into it and it'll help the channel in some way, and it just made no difference at all. So it was just a simple decision, like, we can't, you know, if it's not going to make any difference, then I have to put those 6 to 10 hours a week into the cars, because that is, after all, the whole purpose of this channel, is so that I can build cars. I don't have any interests outside of building my cars. So yeah, hope that's a fair answer. I'd like to do them again sometime, but I do not. It'll have to be, it's kind of up to Kyle. If he's willing to put the time in, I would consider it. I do miss doing them, but I also missed the extra 8 hours a week to put the work into the actual cars. So yeah, I'm glad everybody liked it. Sometimes I see them and I think, yeah, that was,
they were good. They
were really good. I was
Entertaining.
really yeah, somebody has a good point. You don't like reusing them. They could be. The sad thing is that the computer that I did all the original edits on died, and all the hard drive that had all the raw footage. Because what I would like to do is, if I had all the raw footage again, I'd like to re-edit them with a better understanding of how to do the green screening and stuff, and it would have been a little better. But I mean, those were a ton of work. All the audio was all dubbed from real cars, and it was a gigantic amount of work to put. And it was 30 seconds of video that was taking me a full day's work, and it made no difference to the channel. So I just had to make a decision, and it's too bad. So that's kind of what happened. So, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed them. But I don't know if it'll be back, or at least not as long as I'm doing the show the way that we're doing it. Crushing Vanessa, a patron for many years, here for a bit, just finishing work. Have to wait till 10:30. Well, I'm sorry that we are just finishing up here, because we have to get that dead car off the trailer before Ashley can leave. And his wife's wondering what the hell happened to him today.
Back in 20 minutes, sweetie.
And yeah, so we have to let everybody go. Oh, and Thinking Grin sent us $10. Thank you so much. Didn't have a specific question, but that is very, very kind of you. And we will be sure to put it towards junky old cars, because that's what we do. Oh, Clayton's offering an extra nickel headlight bezel for the... Oh, well, that's very kind. Thank you. And if you don't get a chance, don't worry about it. I don't mind that it is mismatched, because I kind of like the look that it has, like with Model Ts. When something would break, he would just go to some farmer's field and grab a piece off of a different Model T and stick it on. So I don't mind that it has that kind of piece together vibe. But I guess, would I turn down a really nice one? Probably not. Yeah. So thank you for hanging out with us, Clayton. I know there's a guy who's got a lot of actual things to do today, and I suppose that we should go do some of ours. RBR, terrific. Scott, you should start a line of CWM weed. Yeah, well, we do have our own line of CWM weed, but it's not really for sale.
Wink, wink. No.
If you know what I'm saying. You know what's funny? We used to struggle to find it, right? And then, so anyway, now that I'm old and my arthritis is bad, all the weed I grow, we give to our buddy Jay, and he melts it down and he makes arthritis cream out of it.
It's the best.
And now he's our arthritis cream dealer. Like, that's where all the marijuana grows that we grow. We grow big bags of it, and I give it to him, and he melts it down on the stove, and I rub it on my knees so that I can function. So that's the story of our big weed operation.
That's right. Yeah. Hardcore over there.
Yeah. So that's what's happening. So it rained a lot. Thanks for the weather report. Yes, it looks, does it help your arthritis? Yes. I don't just normally rub stuff on my knees for no reason. Yes, it's actually quite good. And so what we do is we give it away to my neighbors and friends, and then they get hooked on it. Right? The dealer always gives you the first taste for free.
Too much info. Too much info.
And then you charge them heavy for the next can. You're like, how's your knees today? Eh? $50.
Come on, Grandpa.
Yeah, that's right.
Frankers. Hello.
Oh, come on. Let's
Can
get
we go
Frankers
outside?
up before we go.
Go sit
Back, come here.
Oh, go see.
What are you doing? She won't even come over and see me today.
Oh,
Come on, we gotta get. Oh well, thank you so much, Clayton. And I guess if Frankers isn't come say, well, here I'm just gonna grab
do
the
this.
darn camera.
Tricker. There she is.
There she is. Look at.
Hi,
There's
Miss
Minnie
Frankers.
Frankers.
How's it going?
Oh, give us a
jeez.
big hello.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
girl.
what a good girl you
That's a
are.
good
Okay,
girl.
do you want to go outside with old Dad?
Let's do it.
Oh boy. All right. Thank you guys. Oops. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, to hell with it.
You got it.
There we go. There you go. Why? Okay. Well, thank you guys all so much for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. And we'll do it again the next time that I don't have time to make an actual video. Probably at least once more this year. And we will see everybody very soon. See you on Saturday. And we have a lot of fun adventures coming up this summer. So I hope you will continue to tune in or whatever it is that we do here. And yes, thank you guys all so much. What, Brad? Anything else?
It's a wrap.
Okay. All right. Cheers. See everybody on Saturday.
See you guys.
Okay. Bye-bye.